Hello and welcome to Newsroom Series. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Thank you for joining us. Newsroom Series is where we bring you stories from the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, and we'll be beginning with the southern part. However, in the north, the governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, has said and stated that he's put his presidential ambition on hold in the interest of his party, the unity and progress of Nigeria. Speaking to journalists in Bauchi following the PDP's recent zoning decision, the governor says he made the sacrifice to uphold party discipline and give others a fair opportunity to pursue their aspirations. Governor Mohammed also noted that he had no complaints about the zoning decision, having been fully involved in deliberations that led to the outcome. It will be recalled that Governor Bala Mohammed contested and lost the PDP presidential primaries in 2023.
Well, I'm calling on Nigerians to know that politics is not about personal interests. It's about self-actualization within the framework of party decisions, party manifesto, and also national development. And that everything is predicated on sacrifice, not self-interest. And of course, we must always give allowance. We must live and let live. We must respect each other. Of course, power comes from God. And so I'm always available. We are all available as governors, as NWC, as BOT to work towards making sure that PDP is the darling of Nigerians so that we can give the political space or allowances for everybody to come and actualize his or her aspirations.
As we delve into the south-south region of the country, we start with Edo State. The command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency there, NDLEA, says it is intensifying its fight against drug trafficking with a fresh raid on a major drug hub in Benin City. Edo NDLEA Commandant Michel Ofuyeju told Channels Television after the operation at Sapele Road that the raid followed credible intelligence from well-meaning residents. He described the operation as a success, with arrests made and illegal drugs recovered.
The essence of the raid is to take away illicit drugs from circulation. And we do that by ensuring we control the supply of illicit drugs like cocaine, cannabis, methamphetamine, and others, which are injurious to the individuals taking them, their families, as well as the society. So we conduct these raids on a regular basis to ensure that the community is rid of illicit substances and to ensure that people live a healthy and secure life. And unfortunately, most of these criminals, they don't see what they are doing as being criminal. They see drug trafficking as a trade. So we often face mob attacks or reprisal attack by these criminals. But thank God, we always prevail based on our superior power, firepower.
With schools set to resume in September, the Edo State Ministry of Education is meeting with stakeholders to review new policies designed to make education more accessible, affordable, and of better quality. At the event held at the Victor Waifo Creative Hub in Benin City, the Edo State Commissioner for Education highlights some of the policies, including a ban on elaborate graduation parties and the reuse of old textbooks.
This is a stakeholders engagement forum on the new education policies introduced by the Edo State government ahead of the new academic session.
Many people do not understand.
The Commissioner for Education, Padi Yamo, highlights key points, including the ban on elaborate graduation parties and renewed focus on artisan training for students to promote skills acquisition.
The teacher will be trained in that particular craft.
The Edo State government says the new policies are not targeted at anyone. Mr. Yamo maintains that every child should have the opportunity to access education.
Enough of the party. I've told them that the party is over. Everyone has to queue behind our governor
because he has said that he got to where he is today because of education that he has. So every child must have education. We thank God for what the president is also doing. The NEL Fund program, even at the higher institution level, we are giving every child an opportunity to go to school, have their school fees paid, have their stipends given to them monthly. So we must groom them so that we can sanitize our society.
The chairperson of the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, Anne Ojugo, appeals to the government to make the policies inclusive and provide equal learning opportunities for all children.
They should be able to also train special teachers, special education teachers, so that they will be able to have sign language teachers who can come to school and sign in school. We have a lot of, they should have ramps, they should have braille papers.
A member of the civil society organization, Ago Omobude, raises concern about the state of private schools, accusing them of exploiting parents through unnecessary charges.
Education is not just business. Education is service, and it must be treated first as service, then as business, not for them taking it first as business before making it a service.
However, a representative of the private schools, Uteme Daniel, of the National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, defends his members, says they are ready to comply with the new rules, but notes that not all complaints against private schools are entirely justified.
So let's take questions so that we can close.
As the new academic session approaches, the Edo State government insists that compliance with the new policies will be strictly enforced. Officials say the measures are designed to approve standards across both public and private schools.
The Commissioner of Police of Rivers State assures voters of safety, restriction of movement for local government polls. The Rivers State Commissioner of Police, Olugbe Ngade Poju, assured the residents of maximum security ahead of the local government elections taking place on Saturday, August 30th, 2025. He says security agencies are fully mobilized to guarantee a peaceful and credible exercise across the 23 local government areas.
All the security agencies are going to participate, and police as the lead agency, we are ready to lead. All the materials are going to be ensured that they are escorted, peoples will be protected, all areas will be fortified. So I want to implore you that those that may want to foment trouble to desist from that, because we are not going to take it kindly. We've also done all the needful to ensure all cult activities and people that may be able to want to disrupt the peaceful election have been checkmated. We've been having series of raid in all black spots and vulnerable points, and I think we have it good now. We've also called stakeholders meeting in which all parties have signed peace accord.
The federal government rolls out a new interventionist project for medical schools across Nigeria. The initiative aims to address the shortage of health workers and reduce the migration of medical professionals. During a visit to the Bayelsa State Deputy Governor in Yenagoa, the Chief Medical Director of the Federal Medical Center, Abuja, Professor Saad Ahmed, says government investment in medical schools will help curb brain drain and build local capacity.
The special high-impact project for revitalization of medical schools actually came about because the government was quite worried about the migration of health workforce outside the country. And there are several strategies that has been made in order to return this workforce. One of those strategies is actually to increase the production of the manpower. And that's why fund has now been allocated to 18 medical schools in the first instance, both federal and state. And this will be increased maybe with time. For now, they are giving fund to cater for increase or renovation of infrastructure, physical infrastructure, also to procure equipment. And there is a separate fund also that will be coming for hostel accommodation to take care of the increase in the number. And in this first phase, we are looking at 4 programs. That is medicine, dentistry, nursing sciences, and pharmacy.
The Bayelsa State Deputy Governor assures that the state is ready to collaborate in order to strengthen healthcare delivery and improve medical education.
The area of emergency medicine, that's an area I also thought we should. Yes, we may see it at the area of specialization, but there's only stopping us from taking it from the ground zero. So I would really want to suggest, if our program, if we are not already cast in stone, we can get this, because we are trying to do high impact, and we must get it right. Otherwise, it's still a little bit too traditional, in my opinion. Be very sure that we'll be ready. If you want to be the right hand, we are ready to be the left hand. If you want to be the left hand, we are ready to be the right hand, as far as the development of this our university is concerned. We want to put all we have and all we are into health and education, because we believe that we need to create that critical mass for us to meander with and manipulate. Because the lack is as a result of insufficiency. So if I have enough, even if some go, we will not feel it.
The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, is supporting young farmers in River State through the Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprises Niger Delta. And the Commission distributed agricultural input to beneficiaries in Akwa Ibom in Indoni local government area. The Life ND project, run by the NDDC in partnership with the federal government, IFAD, and the state government, is designed to empower rural youth and women in agriculture, especially in poultry farming and aquaculture value chains.
The Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprises Niger Delta Project team arrives in Akwa Ibom, Ndoni local government area of River State with a truckload of agricultural input for beneficiaries of its empowerment program. The items, including fish feeds, fish tanks, and fertilizers, are presented to participants who've just completed the project's training in agribusiness and aquaculture.
The essence of what we have done is for the trained incubators to now start the production through what the incubator, the trainer, has trained them through. They are now to put it in practice. Our mentorship stage is a stage where the incubator, after the training, put down what the trainer has trained them. The trainer also continues to oversee them doing it as he has taught them.
As part of NDDC and the federal government's agricultural development initiative, the project aims to equip beneficiaries to become entrepreneurs in various agricultural value chains while creating jobs for youths and children in their communities.
I would hold them with my strength, and the monitoring team will make sure that they don't sell off the facilities they have received, both the capital support and then the feed component. I will advise them to use it basically for the purpose of the program, because the program at the end of the day they will not regret. I have a very good record from fish farming. I have a majority of my financial income coming from fish. I know the profit, and I will aid them to work in that line.
With the skills acquired during their training and the support provided, beneficiaries are expected to not only improve their livelihoods, but also contribute to the economic growth of their communities.
I want to promise them that the facilities they have given us will be utilized effectively to better our lives, and also the lives of the community and the country, Nigeria in general.
The lesson from the training stage to the mentorship, I appreciate their efforts, from the input, the money, everything they render to us. I'm very grateful. I and my other incubators, we are grateful.
The initiative reinforces the commitment of the NDDC and the federal government to empower youths and women through sustainable agribusiness opportunities.
More than 7,688 people in Akwa Ibom State have benefited from agricultural grants and other empowerment programs valued above 10 billion naira through Governor Umar Eno's Brandov constituency briefing tag town square meeting. The exercise, which had run through the 10 federal constituencies in the state was finally rounded off at the Insit Obiom in Etnan federal constituency, which is the governor's home constituency.
The Town Square Meeting, an initiative of Governor Umar Eno, gives him the chance to interact directly with the people across the 10 federal constituencies of the state. Today marks the final leg of the series as the governor visits Etinan Federal Constituency, his home constituency. Thousands of supporters from Etinan and Insit Obiom local government areas, which make up the constituency, gather at the Insit Obiom Council grounds to welcome the governor. They sing and dance in excitement to show their support. Speakers at the event praised Governor Eno's commitment to the welfare of the people, which they say is evident in his people-centered policies. They also pledged continued support for his administration. In his remarks, the governor explains that beneficiaries of government programs are selected through the state's Arise portal, where job and grant seekers submit their qualifications. This, he says, prevents favoritism in government appointments.
We have received all your need documents, and we will incorporate those that we feel are critically important to the 2026 budget.
Governor Eno emphasizes that though the town square meetings are ending, his commitment to serve every section of the state remains strong. He adds that the needs assessments gathered from all constituencies during the meetings will be captured in the 2026 budget.
We have received all your need documents, and we will incorporate those that we feel are critically important to the 2026 budget.
Highlighting his achievements in the last 2 years, the governor notes that all 31 local government areas have benefited from projects at different stages of completion.
But permit me to re-emphasize that there is no local government area in this state that we have not touched with one project or the other.
Governor Eno assures the people that while the town square meetings end, his empowerment schemes across the various sectors of the state economy will continue.
Excitement filled the air as well in the central and northern senatorial districts of Cross River State as the governor's wife, Mrs. Otu, launched a major empowerment program for women street sweepers. During her 3-day tour of the districts, she explained that the initiative provides financial support, food items, and the payment of 11 months of outstanding salaries owed by the previous administration.
It's a joyful atmosphere in some communities across the central and northern senatorial district of Cross River State as the governor's wife empowers thousands of women street sweepers. Each beneficiary receives a point-of-sale POS machine, 20,000 naira cash, a set of wrappers, and bags of rice. In addition, their 11-month unpaid salaries owed by the previous administration have been cleared. The gesture draws jubilation across various local government councils.
I was so touched that how can people be receiving this kind of meager sum and then they are owed for like a year? That is insensitive and inconsiderate. So I decided to discuss with His Excellency, and he was magnanimous enough to attend to that request. And so that's why I am here. But I'm here to tell you, I am here to tell you that you are cherished, you are relevant. Nothing makes you less human beings.
For the Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Moses Osogi, the initiative is not just a relief package, but a motivation to sustain the cleanliness in the state.
She has come to appreciate the people who are keeping our environment very clean and green. And as far as I'm concerned, It has never happened like this in Cross River State. For a woman, a governor's wife, to go down to where those sweepers are, not the Calabar metropolis, but one of the urban authorities' center.
Excited beneficiaries described the intervention as timely, life-changing, and a restoration of hope.
I say thank you, thank you, thank you.
I have never benefited this kind of a gift in my life.
God don't answer my prayer today.
I feel very, very well. I am happy.
The empowerment program is part of the People's First agenda, a broader plan to uplift low-income earners and restore the dignity of labor in Cross River State.
From that joy-bringing and encouraging story in Cross River State to Delta State for peace and development, where in Warri the drive for those values takes center stage as the Olu of Warri joins hands with the Delta State government to promote reconciliation and development amongst the Shakiri people. The call comes during events held to celebrate the monarch's 4th coronation anniversary, where leaders and stakeholders stressed the need for harmony, collective growth, and progress in the region.
The Kingdom of Warri comes alive as the Olu of Warri marks his 4th coronation anniversary. The palace reflects the rich beauty of the Shekiri tradition, with families and communities paying homage through colorful dances and cultural displays that celebrates the kingdom's pride and identity. The anniversary also serves as a platform for reconciliation, as the monarch calls on aggrieved sons and daughters of the land to embrace forgiveness and repentance as the only path to lasting peace.
It is meant for sowing and cultivating seeds of development for Ishekiri. I invite all well-meaning sons and daughters of Iwere, our friends, our partners, and those that believe in what we are set out to do, to come and join us in this effort to rebuild Iwere Nation.
Beyond peace, the celebration carries a message of development as the Olu launches the Iwere Development Trust Fund with a personal donation of 750 million naira, aimed at reviving socio-economic life in the kingdom and restoring its lost glory.
The truth must be spoken, but it should be spoken in love. And so I want to use this as an opportunity to announce the activation of the Iwere Trust Fund, the ITF, of which I am the chairman. I have personally funded this trust with the amount of 750 million naira.
While the Delta State Governor, Sheriff Oborewori, represented by the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Momotimi Gua, commends the Olu's leadership, linking it to the state government's more agenda for peace and stability.
The tranquility of Warri Kingdom under your reign has provided a foundation upon which we continue to expand infrastructure, empower communities, and drive development across Delta State. For this, we owe Your Royal Majesty our deepest gratitude. As we mark this significant anniversary, I join the people of Iwere land at home and abroad in celebrating a monarch whose reign has revived cultural heritage, inspired youth, and restored pride in Ishekiri dignity.
The event climaxes with the presentation of gifts to children who excelled in the Ishekiri language competition, a gesture that underscores the monarch's push for cultural revival. From reconciliation to cultural renewal and economic empowerment, the message from Warri is clear. Peace and unity remain the pillars for building a stronger Shekiris nation and a more prosperous Delta state.
And that's it on Newsroom series today. Thank you for watching. I'm Olumide McCall.